Hello, my name is Chastity, and today I'm going to talk about Betty Neuman's system model. This model helps nurses care for the whole person, not just their illness, but also what's happening in their life, mind, and environment. Betty Neuman was born in Ohio in 1924. She worked as a nurse, counselor, and a teacher. She had a strong background in mental health. In 1970, she developed her systems model to help nurses better understand how to care for people in a more complete and holistic way, not just as a disease or condition. Today, her model is still used in many different nursing settings around the world. Neuman saw that many patients were suffering in ways that medicine alone could not fix. Neuman's theory was inspired by various of theories and concepts, such as general adaptation syndrome and general systems theory. She wanted nurses to think about emotional stress, family, environment, and other factors. Neuman noticed that patients are affected by many things, not just what's happening in their body. She believed people get sick or stay sick when stress builds up and is not managed well, and that nurses could play a big role in preventing that. Neuman model says that every person is like a circle or system. This system is always being hit by stress from the inside, like anxiety, or from the outside, like family problems. When there's too much stress, that system can break down, and that's when people get sick or overwhelmed. Nurses help by keeping that system in balance. We do that by spotting where the stress is coming from, teaching ways to cope or reduce stress, advocating for needs, and stepping in early before a small problem gets bigger. The model includes some important ideas. Stressors are anything that causes stress, like pain, fear, financial problems, or even change. Lines of defense are the person's natural protection, like a strong immune system or a supportive family. If stress breaks through those defenses, lines of resistance try to kick in and help the person recover. Nurses are trained to work on 3 levels of prevention: before stress hits, during the problem, and after, to prevent it from happening again. Neuman said that each person had 5 key parts that affect their health, which she called variables. These are the physical, the mental, the spiritual, the developmental, and the sociocultural. These parts are all connected. If one is off, the others are likely to be affected too. So nurses should look at all 5 when caring for someone. Everyone is different. That's why we need to personalize care to fit each person's situation, not just follow a one-size-fits-all plan. One of the best things about Neuman's model is how flexible it is. It works in all kinds of nursing, from hospitals to schools to public health clinics. It also is easy to remember that the goal is to prevent. But like in any theory, it has its challenge. Some people find the model a little too complex because it uses a lot of new terms. Once you understand them terms, though, it becomes very easy tool for better caregiving. Nurses use the Neuman's model in 3 main areas. In nursing practice, it helps us plan care by looking at what's stressing the patient and how we can help before things get worse. In nursing education, students are taught to look at the whole person, not just the disease. In research, the model is used to study how stress affects health and how prevention improves outcomes. The model reminds us that nursing isn't just about treating illnesses, it's about supporting the wellness in every part of someone's life. Let's say you have a patient with high blood pressure. Yes, the numbers are important, but Neumann model reminds us to look deeper. As a nurse, you may also want to ask about job stress, diet, and sleep habits. The care plan will not just include medicine. It will include stress management strategies to help the patient feel better and stay healthy longer. In conclusion, Betty Neuman's system model helped nurses understand how to care for the whole person, not just their diagnosis. By focusing on prevention, stress, and individual needs, we can provide stronger and more meaningful care. Thank you for listening.